I've always assumed that when the scriptures talk about hearts, it's talking metaphorically, but it could actually be deeper than that, and there's some science to consider to back it up. Did you know there are over 40,000 neurons in the heart? It isn't just a miraculous muscle with the singular purpose of circulating our blood around. It receives and sends out signals like a little brain. When we experience something, the heart will release specific hormones that rush through our bloodstream and to the brain, influencing the brain to release its own hormones. These hormones affect the way we experience things, how we feel. Neuron pathways can make physical changes based on the choices we routinely make. It's called neuroplasticity, and it means that connections get stronger as they are used repetitively. So our hearts will physically change the more we expose ourselves to events that cause certain feelings. Going to church and doing spiritual things used to be really hard and uncomfortable for me. But I kept at it, and even though some spiritual experiences can still be overwhelming, it's becoming much more enjoyable. That probably means I'm experiencing a literal change of heart, where I'm strengthening certain neural pathways. I think someone important might have said we should experience a change of heart. Does that sound familiar? Anyway, since we often communicate with the Holy Ghost through feeling, neuroplasticity could explain why the Spirit gets easier to understand the more we practice listening. So then, when we read about having a hard heart in the scriptures, could it actually be referring to physically closing off neural pathways that the Spirit uses to communicate with us? The ancient writers of the scriptures didn't have access to the scientific information we have about how hearts work. They must have just felt it.